Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Girls Like Nerds. I am so excited to have a little catch-up episode with you today. I feel like I like doing maybe once a month, just kind of sit down, have a little time together, and I can keep you updated on everything that I've been doing and everything that I have going on. These are always shorter episodes, so I feel like how much can I talk by myself to you? But let's just kind of get into it, and I can catch you up on what's been going on. I was just at Comic-Con in San Diego for a couple of days with my good friend Drew Daly. He comes with me everywhere. You've seen him so many times. It was so much fun. I feel like I am the queen of doing everything super late and procrastinating, but it's never a problem because everything still gets done, but it doesn't get done on the level that it needs to get done, right? So I feel like now, listen, I've been talking to my therapist. She's been helping me out so much. I actually took the time a month and a half in advance to make sure I got my costumes handmade, fitted to me, had everything ordered, had everything put together, everything custom and flawless. So by the time Comic-Con actually came around, I was able to meet up with Drew. We got into the studio. We took some photos, took some videos, just professional shit. So I actually knew by the time I got there, I had quality content. And then I didn't have to worry as much about it when I was actually there. And this was the first time in I don't know how many years in conventions that I've gone to that I've actually taken enough time beforehand to be organized and have everything together. So I'm like, oh, wow, that's all I had to do. I just needed to be responsible and be adult about it. I had no idea. Who knew? And yeah, it turned out wonderfully. It was so fun. I dressed up as Storm. There's two different versions of her. There's one version that's kind of a fan-made version, which has the white latex and pants and the kind of black and white matching top with the gloves and this really cool belt that I got and I painted, and these white boots and white hair. Me with white hair, I swear I looked in the mirror I forgot I had white hair on the day, and then I was driving to San Diego and I looked in the mirror and I was like, whoa. I was like, who's that? But it was such a hit. I think it was really well received. And it's funny because walking around, and we didn't actually go inside on Friday. So Friday was the day that we walked outside, which technically if you go, people don't know this, if you go to San Diego Comic-Con, you don't necessarily need a pass to go inside. Inside has the cool booths, it has the panels, and it has a lot of merch that you can get. Outside is actually where you're going to see all the cool cosplays. You're going to be able to bounce around from different themed bars and just really talk to fans and take pictures and take interviews, and that's a whole nother experience outside. So Friday was the day we walked around outside, and we had so much fun. I was boiling alive, low key, in that outfit. It was such a vibe, but it was so hot on Friday. And I like to drink. We walking around having a grand old time. Saw some cosplayers that I have seen over the years, and we got to take some content together. Did some fun interviews. A lot of really cool publications. Took some photos and videos too, which is always dope, right? And we had I think we had steak for lunch and delicious cocktails. And I got hit on by this girl that I had I'm like, do I know this girl? I don't know if you remember, Drew, but we were at the bar halfway through the day getting a cocktail, and this girl just comes up to me. You know when someone comes up to you and you think, oh God, I think I've met this person before. Do I know her? And it was this really comfortable energy that she was giving me, but she was just hitting on me. I didn't realize until it was too late. Anyway, but that's what happens at the conventions. You never know. There's all kinds of fans that you're going to meet out there. But I love meeting everyone and talking to everyone, and we had such a great time. Yeah, so Friday was a blast, and then we went to an after party Friday night, and I dressed up as Harley Quinn after, and that was so much fun. I had just these red and blue streaks throughout my hair, and I did it painted my face and the eyes and the red lips, and we had this really cool outfit that I actually had to take in myself because since I've been on my fitness journey, I've gotten more snatched, so the outfit was a little bit big, so I just sewed it together, and it fit great, and it was a blast, and we had so much fun. And they were playing emo music. It was 90s and R&B and all this Disney classic songs that we're all nerds that we all know and love. So everyone was just dancing, jumping up and down, having so much fun. And then Saturday is the big day. So Saturday is always the longer day at conventions for me because that's the day that no matter where you are, if you have a job, if you're going to work on Monday, Saturday is your day that you're going to go and spend all day and really enjoy yourself there. So Saturday, I think we were there for 10 hours. It was a long day. And I dressed up as Storm again, but it was more I think it was the X-Men 97 version of her, right, that they revealed at the end. I didn't watch the show. Drew's looking at me all weird. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not spoiling anything, but this is the outfit that I think Aurora wore at the end of that season. So I had it made. My girlfriend Ashlyn is a cosplayer, but she actually is a phenomenal seamstress as well. So took my measurements, and she made everything from scratch for me. And it was a hit. I think the hardest part and the best part was wearing these white contacts. So I bought these white contacts online, and they were pretty expensive. So I thought they were pretty good. Never worn contacts before. I've got hazel eyes, and I think a lot of time people think I'm wearing contacts. So it doesn't really cross my mind of putting contacts in. And I've never done this before. I have nails, I had lashes, I was glam, I was tipsy. And putting them in was not a good time. I did not have fun at all. It took me 30 minutes. I almost didn't wear them, period. I'm glad I stuck with it and wore them. They were a little hazy. So and I'll show you a photo, it was completely white. So there was no hole there. It was completely white, but it was like kind of pixelated almost, like a photo that hasn't buffered properly. It's like super fuzzy. So when I'm walking around, I can't really see too far in front of me. Luckily, Drew was there with me and kind of like low-key holding my hand as we're walking around. But we honestly didn't even make it like 5 to 10 steps before people like stopped us and were looking at us. And the outfit's amazing. And then they look up and they're like, whoa, oh, your eyes. And I know they're staring at me, even though I can't really see their face, but I know they're just like, what the, like, she really committed to wearing these contacts. And I just committed. I just said, fuck it. I'm going to wear them all day. I think I had them in for at least like 8 to 10 hours, I want to say. First thing in the morning, like early afternoon, until we went back to the hotel and got ready for the after party. I literally even had them at dinner. So we walked back. It was all walking distance, thank God. Luckily, if you plan ahead, you can get a hotel walking distance to the convention center, which I recommend because Ubers are really expensive and they can only drop you off so close. So we ended up walking back after dinner to the hotel, and I still had the contacts in. It was too bright when it was sunlight, and then it was too dark when the sun was down. So it was a bit of a struggle. I don't know if I'll put contacts in anytime again soon, to be honest with you, but I'm glad that I stuck with it. And the photos and the videos were phenomenal. And I feel like I was so excited to see other Marvel characters and other X-Men characters. You see lots of Wolverine because of the Deadpool Wolverine movie that came out. Lots of Deadpool characters too. So we got a lot of fun like Marvel content together, and that was a blast. So listen, it was a month and a half in the making. It was 3 to 4 days of just fun, debaucherous, nerdy goodness. And now I'm just happy to be back home and starting to think about other cosplays that I want to do, other conventions that I want to go to. I think D23 is coming up. That's the big Disney convention in Anaheim. And they usually have it in Anaheim every year, but last year they had, I think it was like 100th anniversary or something, so they had it in Florida. So it's back this year. And I always try and do like Disney princesses. There are only so many urban ones that I can dress up as. But I did Princess Tiana a couple years ago, and it was such a hit. So I think I'm going to do a different version of her this year. And my favorite part is just like seeing the kids and the looks on their faces when they see you as like dressed up as their favorite characters, because they think you're really that person. Honestly, some of the adults even too, they're just like, their mind's blown when they see the time and energy and effort that you put into your cosplay, and it looks like the character that we all know and love. So I'm excited to dress up as Princess Tiana again. Love her so much. And then after that, I think we're going to do September's kind of chill, thank God, because I'm going to be cosplayed out by the end of this month. And I think once October hits, I'll have another episode for you. We can talk about all of the wild, wild cosplays and conventions and costumes that I'm going to have for you. 13 days of Halloween. I do that every year. So it's different costumes every single day up until Halloween. And there's like I think Monsterpalooza is coming up. I think LA Comic-Con is coming up. And yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of horror movies are coming out that I'm really excited about. Like Halloween is just my favorite time of the year. I feel like it's August now, but it's Halloween in my heart. So I'm going to start decorating for Halloween probably pretty soon, and just getting into the spirit as quickly as possible. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Comic-Con was great. D23, I hope it's going to be a really good time too. And yes, again, quick little catch-up episode. Thank you for watching. I love you so much. If there's any cosplays that you want me to dress up as, if there's any conventions you think I should go to, please let me know. I'd love hearing from you. And yeah, I feel like I go to kind of the same ones every year, but I want to expand over the next year or so and see if we can travel a little bit more and kind of get Drew's looking at me like, we travel? Yeah, not too far. Oh God. But there's some fun ones coming up that people have told me about that I feel like I just kind of want to jazz up and see what else I can get into. Yeah. Anyway, love you so much. I'm going to finish my champagne and keep it pushing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon.